Okay, let's go ahead and get in a comfortable seated position if you are not already comfortable. I like to get my feet nice and aligned on the floor, especially if I'm seated in a chair, in such a way so that my knees are at a nice 90-degree angle, about hips distance apart. Sometimes it can help to then knock the knees together, even in this position, to help with the low back, if that's what you need. But just start to let your natural breath come in as you do your final shifts into position, moving the flesh away from your seat so you get that connection, rolling the shoulders back and down the spine so that the spine can grow nice and tall. And let the natural breath just come in. And just start noticing. That's really the first few minutes here, just noticing where the breath is, noticing where the breath isn't. I often, when come to sit and practice, get a little anxious with anticipation and expectation, and that manifests across my chest. So I'm just noticing that and putting a hand there, rubbing gently. Some people that manifests in the stomach, the hips, the back or shoulders, the neck. Maybe you're not feeling anxiety, maybe you're feeling excitement, nervousness, anger, sadness, confusion, maybe all of it. And maybe it's so overwhelming, naming one thing isn't going to work. So just take a nice deep breath into that low belly and just start to focus on extending the exhale here, just releasing whatever it is that you're feeling, even if it's the chaos and confusion and overwhelm. Just start to let that seep out like air leaving a tire, and your inhale will rebound from the bottom of your exhale and let it. Again, breathing into that space where you're feeling that overwhelm. And then just controlling your exhale on your own time. Just starting to release some of that energy and tension by letting it go. It doesn't matter the story, it doesn't matter where it came from, why it's there. Know that it is valid. Whatever it is you are feeling right now, it is valid. So the story doesn't matter. And just start to feel it in the body. I noticed my leg started to shake as my hip released. So maybe you want to start shaking a leg, a hand. Maybe that energy is starting to vibrate and we need to move it through. If not, just continue to keep a hand on the place and always come back to the breath. So even within this shake, I'm taking a nice deep inhale into the shake, and that calms it a little bit. And then extending my exhale, bringing that energy into that area, nourishing it with the breath. Allowing that breath to bring your attention and focus. When we're dealing with these emotions, there are always the questions of why and what. And so when the brain is already overwhelmed, we don't need to go there. So the breath will help keep us in the body. And this just allows us to bring acceptance, right? And acceptance isn't excuses, it's not allowing, it's just being with, accepting that this emotion is here at this time. For whatever reason, just allowing it within the depths of your entire capacity. You get to feel this emotion, and that's an incredible thing as a human already. Let your next inhale grow a little bit deeper into that belly, expanding a little bit further. And let that exhale extend 2 more seconds, just grounding even further down. Inhale into that low belly as the belly rises, expanding in all directions. And then extend the exhale, bringing that belly button gently into the spine. Inhale, sense that breath down, filling up the tailbone, the core, the ribs. And then exhale as that breath seeps in. It's a release, but it's also an acceptance, right? So as you inhale here, imagine you are the Grand Canyon filling up, bringing in all this nourishing breath, filling up from the bottom, like with the rains. And on that exhale, all that water then seeps into your foundation, carving new rivers, creating new pathways. Inhale, fill up from the bottom, storing all of that water, that rain as it fills you up. And exhale, feel it seep in, expanding in all directions across the chest, across the back, down into the feet as that exhale ends and inhale rebounds, filling up and exhale, just feeling the body as it accepts that exhale and release of energy. Inhale. Feeling the heart get nice and full. And then exhale, grounding that energy down. Inhale. Exhale, soak in that energy as it seeps through your whole being. Slowing that inhale, giving yourself another second here. And again, slowing that exhale another second or two, really taking your time, right? If you're feeling stress or pressure, take a quicker breath and then come back and slow. Really try to take your time here. As you slow that breath, see if you can quiet that breath so that there's barely any sound through your nose on the inhale and on the exhale. You can bring your attention to the temperature change on the tip of your nose. In the last 30 seconds here, how long can you make each breath? How deep can you bring that inhale? And how long can you take? Really slowing that exhale. Wherever you are, on your next inhale, let it be nice and big and full. And just let your exhale go out the nose, out the mouth with sound, however feels good. Nice big inhale fills up from the bottom. That belly expands as the breath gets nice and big behind the heart, sipping in a little bit more. And then extend that exhale. However feels good, just let it go. Big full inhale. Sip in a little more. Sip in a little more. Hold it. And if not, you've already extended. Great. Extend the exhale. Let it go. One more here. Inhale. Sip in a little more. Sip in a little more. Sip in more and hold. And then just start to let your exhale slowly seep out. And when you're at the bottom, your inhale will naturally rebound. And let it, and your exhale will follow naturally. As the natural breath comes back in, noticing any energy shifts, anything that's changed. It feels a little open, or maybe something else feels a little tense as you've released. And that's beautiful too, because that's the body supporting the body. I'm going to just gently tap along my chest bone. And if that feels good, I encourage you to do so as well. Just tapping along the collarbone and then up and down the sternum. Just bringing back some attention and awareness. I'll just tap on the collarbone for a few more seconds here. Taking in nice deep inhales, nice smooth exhales. Final few wiggles here, rolling the shoulders, maybe shaking out the hands, shaking the knees. We'll do one final breath, big full inhale. As the hands come to meet at heart center, the chest rises. And exhale, bows the head to the heart, reminding us to always lead with love. Love for ourselves, love for others, and love for all that there is. For it is all that we have. Thank you. Yay.